The uniqueness of this Mekong Lancang or Lancang Mekong Cooperation is that all 6 countries share one same river. So to me, I think it's just a mechanism that will sort of like solidify, consolidate, that sort of bring the synergy of other cooperation that we have with other major development partners. But I think we have to keep in mind that sub-regional cooperation is always very helpful to support larger regional framework, like in this case ASEAN. We are a member ASEAN, right? Yeah. And the 5 Mekong countries are full-fledged member of the ASEAN community. Yeah. So any framework that strengthens the member of ASEAN can only but strengthen ASEAN itself. So to me, let's use the word complementarity. You know, the Mekong Lancang is not substituting the GMS, is not substituting the Mekong Ganga. No, they're not. We are sort of like complementing each other. Well, you know, environment, water, pollution, all these things are cross-boundary. And any cross-boundary issue cannot be tackled by a particular country because, you know, the sort of resource, it flow, it doesn't have boundary. So to me, I still believe that having a mechanism, you know, to discuss, to have a dialogue, to negotiate, is far better than not having a mechanism. More mechanism, the better. We have the Mekong River Commission. They are there. They have a lot of technical expertise. They have a lot of years experience, but they don't have a strong, I would say, political clout, right? Mekong Lancang have strong political clout, which is very different, you know. And in terms of technical substance, they also have a good technical capacity also. So the idea is, how do you work with institutions that have good experience in the past, and then how do you also bring in the political, I would say, vision, the political agenda, the political will of the leader to discuss. I think at the end of the day, cross-border issue cannot be solved only with technical work. It have to be driven by political will. Well, Cambodia as a co-chair for the last 2 years has played a very important role in terms of consolidating the framework. As you know, the Mekong Lancang cooperation mechanism is very new, right? And being part of the founding stage is very important. Laos, Thailand, that will take over the chairmanship later on, many years later on, it's much easier because the house is already built. So I would say we should take pride. Cambodia should take pride that we are part of the team that helped build the pillar of the house, right? And after that, you know, the next country can just build each floor on top of it. But I want to say, you know, in closing, to say that the fact that we are now the co-chair and we are able to host, you know, this very important summit in Cambodia, it's a big honor for Cambodia. It's an honor in the sense that we are no different than any other country. We are an active player in the regional ASEAN. We're an active player in the sub-regional framework. In other words, we are as good as any other country in the region. And this is something that we take a lot of pride. That's something that Prime Minister Cho Hun Sen is quite keen with this co-leadership with China, you know. And we're happy that we're able to demonstrate to, not just to China as our co-chair, but to demonstrate to our colleague and Mekong country that we have the desire to make this cooperation a success, and to the larger world to say that the Mekong region is a center of growth you know, a region that can stimulate economic growth in the region and eventually to the world, and that we are active, you know, sub-region for them to consider. Yeah. And I hope that from this successful summit, more trade will come to Cambodia, more investment will come to Cambodia, and ultimately create jobs for our people. Well, so far we didn't talk about that, but you know, in the pillar of you know, social cultural, right? It's a lot of exchange of a program. China gonna commit to 50,000 scholarship, for example. So what it is like it's not like you automatically walk in, you know, without having a visa, but the process are probably much streamlined. You know, so it will enable people to have easy access instead of asking 50 page of document before to get a visa. You know, I will mention some country. I want to visit there, so you know, I look at the application. Oh my God! Well, I go to the next country. But look at the case of Japan, because Japan is prepping up for the Olympic 2020. For the last 3 years, they've been easing out visa requirement. The easing, you still require visa, but they ease the requirement. I think in the case of China, it's the same thing. For all the students that go study there, the embassy just issue. And for us to travel, again, ease of visa application, for example.